Mortal Kombat has been a breeding pool for some of the industry's most memorable myths. Ed Boon, one of the series' creators, has been especially game at hiding Easter eggs in nearly every installment. The franchise definitely keeps fans on their toes. We've covered the infamous reptile before, but now it's time to examine an even more elusive masked ninja, ERMAC. During Mortal Kombat's original arcade release, players who caught a glimpse of the audit menu noticed a listing for something called ERMACs, which in some versions of the game was positioned right below the listing for reptile battles. Obviously, after seeing the mysterious reptile appear between matches, players drew the conclusion that another hidden character named ERMAC must exist somewhere in the game. This was further perpetuated by a letter in the October 1993 issue of EGM when someone claimed to have encountered him by providing photo evidence. Additional readers wrote in for the December 1993 issue, also claiming to have discovered ERMAC. There have only ever been two real theories as to how to unlock ERMAC in Mortal Kombat. The first comes from an EGM reader named Tony Casey, who stated he encountered ERMAC on the stage Warrior Shrine after scoring a double flawless win over a human opponent using only punches. There's a slight variation of this method that demands no blocking and a fatality finish in front of your statue. The second method is almost impossible to replicate because it simply states that you will encounter ERMAC via a random glitch playing a scorpion. Apparently, you're more likely to be struck by lightning than encountering the ninja. Regardless, it's our duty to discover whether ERMAC truly exists in the various arcade versions and home console ports of Mortal Kombat. We spent over 2 weeks playing through the various versions of Mortal Kombat, and in the end, we never caught a glimpse of the supposed Red Ninja. What we did uncover is that there is indeed a listing in the audit menu of the arcade versions for something called ERMACs, which happens to sit directly below the Reptile Battles listing in Revision 3.0, as well as other versions. However, ERMACs merely stands for error macros, which some have assumed is a debug option supposedly meant to keep the game from crashing under certain conditions. This might lend credence to the random glitch theory, except that according to arcade emulation enthusiasts, and the creators themselves, the ERMAC's counter can't actually increase while playing the game and is just for show. The palette allegedly swapped in for the glitch also doesn't exist in the game anywhere either. The myth's propagation is primarily due to EGM's coverage. The speculation was so rampant at the time that Mortal Kombat's creators decided to have fun with the rumor. In Mortal Kombat 2, they included a hidden message delivered by Jade that said ERMAC who? And also a scrambled message in the ending that stated ERMAC does not exist. These hints apparently didn't satisfy the fanbase, and some continued to search through the game for years trying to dig up further evidence on the matter. However, much like in the way Capcom decided to capitalize on the rampant speculation and theory surrounding Shenlong, Mortal Kombat's developers finally decided to include ERMAC in 1995's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. ERMAC's background was heavily based on much of the fan theory surrounding him. ERMAC possessed countless souls of great warriors, giving him a multitude of abilities, including the power to use telekinesis. ERMAC would go on to appear in several other installments, most recently in 2011's Mortal Kombat, and became a crucial part of the series' mythology.
ERMAC wins.
ERMAC.
So what have the developers had to say on the matter? ERMAC's character bio video in Mortal Kombat Armageddon in 2006 features commentary from Ed Boon, who revealed that ERMAC's creation was based on the fan speculation that arose from the original game, but also that the original listing in the audit menu had nothing to do with any actual game content like a hidden character. We also recently had a chance to speak to Mr. Boon at the EVO Fighting Game Championships in Las Vegas, Nevada. We pulled him aside to see if he was sticking to his original story.
ERMAC, I was a little bit of a contributor to because, you know, I was the sole programmer on that game, and in my code, I had a feature, you know, if something happened in the game that wasn't supposed to happen, I would log a thing called ERMAC, which stood for error macro, and that was interpreted by some people as a character in the game. And of course, I'm not going to tell people it's not. I'm going to let them, you know, speculate all they want.
ERMAC wins.
Unfortunately, while ERMAC would go on to become a permanent member of the Mortal Kombat series, he's nothing more than a figment of creative imaginations when it comes to his actual existence in the original game.